age gap between you and Mary Lee. Sorry.
You Wally.
I know. How much do you put in?
£19.99p. I don't think you wanted to risk going over the pence thing.
You're supposed to put 40 quid in today. You haven't been even sticking to that. I'd be well within my rights to send this car back if I wanted to.
Don't, because I really plan on losing weight now.
What's that got to do with anything?
If I lose weight, it won't take me long to get a licence if I, do my lessons rapidly.
No, I don't want to do nothing rapidly, do it sensibly. And then when you pass, understand that you can drive the car, but Alan will never get in it. As long as you know that.
I might get a private car as well. I don't want to say to my dad, oh, I can't come in it, you asshole.
No, you don't have to say that to him. Is she alright, that girl?
Yeah, right.
I'd be scared if I was here, stuck out here in the middle of nowhere.
I'm sure it's safe behind that, and I'm sure they can ring bells and things.
Yeah.
They have a security guard, don't you know that?
Someone's sitting in there with her?
Yeah.
Oh, that's okay.
Not alone.
I didn't see anyone else, did you, Hugh?
Why are you going down there for? There's a dead end.
It's a little drive, Dave.
I know
it's a dead end. I know.
I used to drive up and down this road.
Yeah, and there's loads of rabbits in there. Oh, don't run any over though. You wouldn't even be able to see in this, though, would you?
Of course I would.
How come you put £19.99p in?
I don't want to go.
I don't want to say or anything, but if you want to, when you get down to the very bottom, do you want to see if I can drive halfway up? So I know I can. I've done the road before, and I know how to drive.
No.
And be in proper control behind this wheel.
No. No, Dave, until you get a licence, you're not doing it. Can't risk it. Oh, what is that there? This has all changed, haven't it?
I remember there was one of those, the places where smaller shops go to buy their chocolate bars and things.
Yeah,
Cash and carry.
Yeah.
That's not by here, though.
There was one down here, definitely. I've been here.
Well, things changed, don't they? Go out to business and stuff. I couldn't get over it, though, the one time we drove down, and Dave was turning, and there was just so many rabbits. I was like, oh my God, where did they all come from? They were wild, little wild rabbits.
Apparently, you could cut right up into Landerfield if they added a road at the end.
Well, they haven't for a reason.
This road seems longer
than we remember.
Maybe they haven't extended it. So I thought it was shorter than this.
Where's all the factories gone?
Well, they're all to the left and the right, aren't they?
I think the lorry drivers come down and sleep in their lorries overnight.
I will get a bit of beep power once. That's it.
This is where it ends. I used to drive around this little road.
I'm sad you just scared the shit out of her.
I never. I thought you did quite well. There was only one time that bothered me when you lost concentration and you just turned to talk to your dad and it was like, David, look at the road, not your dad. I was sitting in the back. I'm sorry you left it. I was on about the holiday that Mary Lee came over.
Yeah.
And Dave goes, oh, they're not on about that again. I said, no, it's not like they'd have a long-term relationship, get married type of thing. And I said, because of the age gap. And Dave goes, yeah, 30 years. So obviously you've got to make sure you don't have that on this video.
Well, that's going to be in both videos now.
Sorry. I just don't want you to hurt if you're hurt. I didn't mean anything by it. I wish you was your age. We could be together.
Said to her before, she treats me more than Nan does. Which is true, isn't it?
Yeah. But everyone knows over here is much more expensive than living over there.
What?
Costs a lot more to live here than over there.
Well, it depends where you live.
Did you know that guy Ray?
Yeah.
The previous house he lived in, which was in Cali, like a different part of it, was the house cost like 500,000 a couple of years ago, and due to double dip recession they had, it was, the value went down to 200,000. So you got a $500,000 house for $200,000.
That's good. Well, his wife bought it, did she?
No, they were just renting it most of the time because they were moving again.
Where are they moving to now?
Oh, they were moved, just a different section of the town.
You know, when she comes out of the forces, is she going to stay over there or move over here with him?
They're going to stay in America because they got a granddaughter now.
I wish I knew where my handbag was.
Do you ever think it'd be better enough to go to like France too?
I don't know. I'm supposed to never say never, but you do know.
Maybe the best way of doing it is like say if I ever had my license, it's for like you to knock yourself out with your pills, and I just do the driving and like.
And I wake up in the middle of a mountain in France and you're back in Britain counting the Blu-rays.
That's funny.
You do it too, Dave.
I would. But like, I think the best way for you to do it, if you ever thought, yeah, I'd like to go, but I don't think I could personally drive myself there without having the urge to turn back.
Sure you're in the wrong lane?
No, he's going up that hill place. You know, do it that way, innit? Like, knock yourself out and have me drive, because then you'll be like halfway there or there. And at least that way you say, oh, well, I'm here now.
I think I just confused me.
Over by there, there used to be a lay-by, and when I was pregnant on you, I was in the hospital, and this one Sunday, Dad came to visit me, and I was so bored and miserable. He said, let's go for a ride. I said, I can't do that, I can't leave the hospital. And he said, we'll tell him we're going downstairs, not the Concourse Cafe, they used to have one on the other side. So he said, we'll tell him we're going down there to get coffee and something to eat, and we'll go for a ride. So we went for a ride, and we stopped somewhere to buy baguettes and a drink. And then there was this big storm, so we pulled over in that lay-by, and we ate our baguettes, had our drink, and then he took me back to the hospital. And they said, where have you been? And we said, oh, we just went for a drink and something to eat. And they said, yeah, but where? And then, like, you put on the spot, so you don't really want to lie. And we said, oh, the cafe on the other side. And they're like, yeah, right. You know, she said, I know they get busy. They're not that busy. We were gone for ages.
So you were talking.
Is this Tonquin's little village, is it?
Yeah. It's a shame they don't light up the castle so you can see in from the actual entrance, innit?
I think they used to years ago have a spotlight, but I think with all the cutbacks, they just turn things off now. Don't
Sometimes they have the lights on, but you just can't really see them from the gate because of the trees. And the castle's supposed to be the second most haunted place in Cardiff.
And it's haunted.
Cardiff.
I've seen a ghost behind that castle.
Cardiff Castle's first, this is the second, and Llandaff North Cathedral's the third.
I don't believe in no Sagababa bullshit.
Dave, I'm telling you, I've seen ghosts, I have. I believe in ghosts, and I believe in the devil and demons, and I believe in God.
There's a cat under the car.
Oh dear. I better not run over.
No.
When me, Dad, Louise went on the tour for the castle, Louise had the camera, the camcorder.
Yeah.
She dropped it and then shouted, "Ghost!" Like, you know, but like in a feared voice. I think what she thought was, shit, I just dropped Dad's camera and he's going to belt me if I don't have a good excuse.
Mhm. No, I mean, I think that there is evil in the world, but I think it's like, I don't know if I believe in being in hell when you die, but maybe purgatory, you know, for your punishment. Because they said if God's a forgiving God, why would he send you to hell? It would have to be something pretty bad, wouldn't it, to go to hell?
Well, like say if you're gay, you go to hell. But in saying that, if God created every man, woman, and child to how he wanted them to be, then why the hell would he make them gay?
I just think it's so unfair because people persecute people because they're homosexual or even lesbian, but they can't help the way they feel, can they? You know, why, as long as two consenting adults, you know, as long as they're not hurting anybody else and they keep their private life private, then who are they hurting? It's nothing to do with anybody else. I mean, if one of you two came over and said, "Mum, I'm gay," it's not what I'd want or wish for you, but if that's what makes you happy, that'd be okay.
Dave watches softcore male porn, don't you, Dave? WWE.
Do you know what? I don't care if a person's gay, I don't care if a person's lesbian. But if you're bisexual, you're just a greedy fucker.
Not much, Dave. I don't know why they put them bumps, just to annoy people, I think.
I like the size of the moon.
Where is it?
Like a big yellow thing.
That's a street light.
Dave.
No, I see the moon too.
Do you? Why is it yellow then?
It's because of the way our atmospheric levels are. You know, do you know, certain patches, if it's a certain level of toxicness at the time of night, it changes the colour, plus the distance between us and the moon and the sun at the same time. So it's like a slight reflection of the sun, you know, will illuminate the moon more. Do you know why it's so big right now?
No,
Because we're at the end of the 30-day cycle.
I can't even see it.
Sucks that we're slowly getting further and further away from everything else.